Here is the Rhein, a Tier 3 German aircraft carrier. That's right, German aircraft carriers are now in World of Warships Legends. There were a few German aircraft carriers planned. At least one was 85% complete. None actually entered service, but they are in World of Warships Legends. So here we have the Rhein. Let's take a look at the setup of the commander and the ship. The commander is Hans Geisler. You can see I have him ranked up to rank 14. It will be 14.1 by the time we're done, but his base trait is Barrage, which speeds up the reload of your ship's secondary guns. They did make a big deal about that in the update notes, where you could use this trait for secondary enhancement on other ships. His inspirations are Ernest King, I Come Prepared, and improves the ship's AA armament range, and Yamaguchi increases the ship's AA armament damage. So we're enhancing the AA here. This is just my first go around at this, so eventually I may go ahead and change this, but to start out on the first look, I'm going to try the aircraft carrier commanders as inspirations. We're going to see how that goes. As far as the skills, I selected Swatting It Flies. It increases the damage of your aircraft carrier's AA armament. I could also do improve the power and range of the AA suites of all ship types, but like I said, this is just the first go around and it may change later. For the second skill, I have One-Way Ticket. It increases the torpedo damage by 3%. And then here I've done, for the third skill, I've done Hidden Threat. It improves the concealment to maximum HP of your torpedo bombers. Again, and Heavy Consequences is the fourth skill. It increases the damage and armor penetration of your plane's AP bombs. And I do believe that you will get some Citadel hits on your AP bomb runs. So as far as the legendary skill, you can see I don't have the legendary skill enabled yet, but it would be Corkscrew probably. So I'm waiting to complete this mission to get Hans Gensler. This will give me a certificate, personal commendation, and then I could enable the legendary skill. There's no need to waste one on that beforehand. Right, so let's take a look at the setup of the ship. As far as the upgrades go, I've selected Secondary Battery Mod 1. It gives a secondary battery range 10% increase, and dispersion 10% better accuracy. I don't really care about the Air Group Mod 1 aircraft return speed. You can see I've got two of them in stock, so I've tried it a couple times and ended up not using them. The second upgrade is Air Group Mod 2. It gives the dive bombers and torpedo bombers a 3% increase. This is for the squadron. Okay, let's look at the loadout. You can see here for the AP bombers and torpedo bombers, you do have the engine cooling consumable. As far as the AP bombers go, I think you're going to be seeing some Citadel hits for the first time. I've never seen Citadel hits before in an aircraft carrier. You have the normal consumables for damage control party and fighter consumables. They automatically will activate, and you can see their numbers here. Fighter consumables is 600 seconds, reload time is 40 seconds, and there's 4 of them. I don't have any boosters enabled, and for now I'm not using any camouflage. Let's look at the stats. Survivability, as we said, is 32,300. Let's take a look at the aircraft. Torpedo bombers, one squadron of Ardo AR-95B. I have to admit I've never heard of those. Squadron has 1748 hit points. Maximum speed 151, attack unit size 2, 6 aircraft per squadron, 9 aircraft on deck. Restoration time is 59 seconds. Maximum torpedo damage is 4,635. Torpedo speed 50 knots, which is pretty good. I think that's among the fastest in the game so far, which is great for Tier 3. Torpedo range is kind of short at 2.5 kilometers, but I seem to have a problem with releasing my torpedoes too close to the ship and they don't arm, so we're going to see how this plays out. As far as the dive bombers go, they're Henkel HE-50s. Hit points for the squadron is 1905. Maximum speed is 136, so they're a little slower than the torpedo bombers. Attack unit size is 2, 6 aircraft per squadron, 10 aircraft on deck, and a little bit quicker restoration time of 55 seconds. Maximum bomb damage is 3,417, so it's a little lighter than the torpedo damage, but I think you will see some Citadel hits. Let's look at the artillery. The secondary firing range is 3.9 kilometers, which is, well, it's kind of short. Reload time 3.2 seconds. And you see the numbers on the HE shells. AA defenses around 3.8 kilometers for the 37 millimeter flak and 4.8 kilometers for the 105 millimeter guns. Maneuverability is 26 knots, 8.6 second rudder shift time, but all that's going to be controlled by the autopilot, so in general you don't really worry about that. Concealment is 9.5 kilometers. Detectability by air is 7.5 kilometers. Let's look at the armor. As expected, this is kind of light, and we're going to remove the armor and take a look at the Citadel. And the Citadel is pretty light looking, and it does sit way above the water, it looks like. So that could be pretty bad. I guess the bottom line is don't get seen. Okay, as far as the overview goes, AP bombs, aircraft and armor piercing bombs. That is awesome. Feeble aircraft, aircraft with below average HP pool. That's not good. The Rhein is a light fleet carrier design developed during World War II that was set to go into serial production. Similar to many ships designed in Germany at the time, Rhein was supposed to be equipped with a diesel propulsion plant. Year of design is 1942, and I've kind of looked into this a little bit, and as I said, there were many carriers planned by Germany, but none actually went into service. So with that, let's take the Rhein out in a standard battle and see if we can get some highlights. Alright, so here we are in standard. We had to wait for about 3.5 minutes to get in, so I suspect not too many people are playing Tier 3 aircraft carriers. You can see 3 minutes and 26 seconds. We're in Ring, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of teams we end up with here. And so, whoa, there's only three ships per side. A battleship, a cruiser, and a aircraft carrier going up against a Langley. So, okay, so yeah, I guess not too many people are playing Tier 3 aircraft carriers. It is what it is. It is a standard battle. My first battle in AI with the Rhein was okay. I did get a bunch of Citadel hits from the AP bombs, so I thought I would try standard and see what happens there. I really did not expect 3 ships per side though, so probably won't be getting that much damage because of the lack of ships, but I did get some spotting ribbons in AI, so I'm going to be looking to get some spotting ribbons here in this match. There's only a few ships, so who knows how many spotting ribbons I will get. But I will tell you that I do like the fast speed of the torpedoes. There's a spotting ribbon, but the torpedoes at a 2.5 kilometer range don't seem to have a problem arming when you let them go fairly close to the ship. At least I haven't seen it as a problem. The 50 kilometer speed seems to help me out anyway. I guess I'm sort of unable to deal with the slower torpedoes in the other aircraft carriers. So with this, I seem to be doing okay, at least in the first match. So as I said, this is the second match with the Rhein, and there's 2 hits. Torpedo hits on that battleship right off the bat. There's the aircraft carrier. So I am going to take a run at the aircraft carrier and see if we can get some more hits here. See, I'm letting go within 1 kilometer of the aircraft carrier. So a lot of times with the American and Japanese, mostly American aircraft carriers, I would not get a hit because the torpedoes apparently wouldn't detonate. So here I get 4 hits right off the bat, 15,000 damage. On Tier 3 aircraft carriers, I haven't really gotten that high of damage, so I'll be very interested to see what kind of score I get here. So here I figure I will start moving the aircraft carrier around a little bit. Kind of looking to see, make sure I'm going to the right spot. So there's that battleship again, and the first thing I noticed is the aiming reticle does seem a little bit smaller. So I've got to go back in the American and Japanese carriers and see if it's a change overall, but I do notice for some reason this reticle does seem a lot smaller. That right there is a lot smaller than I'm used to. So I'm not really sure whether I'm misremembering what I saw on the other aircraft carriers or not, but you know, I did get 1 hit. It's a New York, and there's a Citadel hit. That is awesome. Not really huge amount of damage though, but it is a Citadel hit. Really did not get any kind of Citadel hits with the HE bombs, and I wouldn't really expect to. I have though gotten a Citadel hit with HE bombs with certain battleships in the game in the past, so it's not like you can't get a Citadel hit with a HE shell. So here I'm going back at the battleship right here. I don't really see the cruiser. My cruiser has been destroyed already, so that is fantastic. I saw that the red aircraft carrier did get a destruction, so he obviously destroyed the blue team cruiser. So here, this is a pretty good lineup, and that is going to be a miss. Maybe get some splash damage. I have heard that there's splash damage. Haven't really seen it, but I have heard that there is splash damage that gets accounted for sometimes. And that is another hit, but it wasn't really a great aim. I was lucky to get that hit. Didn't really get much damage there either, so I am trying to move my aircraft carrier away from this incoming battleship. So now I'm going to go back with torpedoes, and I am going to try to hit this guy. I think where this island is not ideal. I really should go around, but but I don't. I'm going to try to maximize the use of letting the torpedoes go at a really close distance. That's probably as close as I can hope to get. Looks like a torpedo did go in the water, and it looks like a miss, but a torpedo did run. And here I'm going to swing around, and now I'm going to get a proper aim at this New York. 4 torpedo hits, 4 bomb hits. That's actually pretty good. And it looks like a couple more torpedo hits here on this guy. So not much damage though. It went from 21,000 to 27,000. So I guess that's 3,000 per torpedo. I guess that's close to maximum torpedo damage. So now I'm going to go back around, and I switched to the AP bombs because there were not many airplanes on deck. I'm going with the airplanes that are more numerous. So next time I'll probably go with the torpedo bombers. So here I hit the engine cool. And this looks like a pretty good lineup right here. This should be a couple great hits. 2 good hits, but only 1,000 damage per hit it looks like. So that wasn't that great at all, especially for the great lineup I had. Certainly wasn't a Citadel hit. Did look like it kind of hit the middle of the ship though. So there's kind of an aim close to the bow. Another 2 hits. Up to 31,000. So now I'm going to go with the torpedo bombers. You see the match is kind of even at this point. We are a little bit ahead, and it looks like my teammate is capturing the opposing flag, the red flag. But I suspect that that aircraft carrier commander is working on that guy, and I'm not sure he's going to be around much longer. But I'm going to focus on this battleship. I've already taken 31,000 damage from him. And this looks like another good lineup with the torpedoes. He is turning away though, so I'm only going to get 1 hit. The higher speeds of the torpedoes I think really do help out. Going to come back around and take another run. That looks like it's going to be another hit. Yep, another hit. We're up to 37,000. 8 bomb hits. 8 torpedo hits, 1 flooding, incapacitation, 2 spottings. So we are in the AP bombers. So maybe we can get another Citadel hit or 2. I hit the engine cooling again. And you can see I am going at the 136 knots. New York should be down a little bit. He should be looking kind of thin right about now. But he's not. He's only half health. So that looks like a good lineup. There you go. Another Citadel hit. Bomb hit, 1 bomb hit, 1 Citadel hit. Detected the aircraft carrier though. And I'm going to have to go back and check that out. But right now I'm concentrating on the New York. Another 2 bomb hits. We're up to 11 bomb hits. I'm on the torpedo bombers now. I've only got 3 of them, so I can only make at most 2 runs. Up to 43,645 damage. That's pretty close to about my highest damage, especially in a Tier 3 aircraft carrier. Tier 5 and 7 I've got higher, but I don't think I've gotten much higher in a Tier 3. And you can see I'm going to start the run right around 2.5 kilometers away with these shorter range torpedoes. And I'm going to let go with the torpedoes within 1 kilometer, and there I get another 2 good hits. But my aircraft gets taken out. I'm up to 50,000 damage, so I'm pretty happy about this. I think I saw that the blue battleship over there, he was looking pretty thin, and he is gone. So I have to think that the New York I'm going after, he has to be kind of about ready to go too. He's got to be really thin at this point, I would think. And here I'm going to try to adjust the aircraft carrier to get a little closer to the red capture flag. Yep, he's looking like he doesn't have much health left. Another bomb hit or 2 might do it. Okay, so here we go. This looks like a pretty good lineup. That looks really good. 2 bomb hits. Look like, I think that indicator is a overpen maybe. I'm not really sure. So here he's built up a little bit of health, seems like. And another bomb hit. 52,000 damage. I am the only one on my team right now, so we are leading a little bit, but unless I can destroy this battleship, I think we're going to lose the match. So I'm going to be looking to get that battleship, and time is definitely running out. It's 145 seconds left, or a minute 45 seconds left, and it is go time. So don't really have much time to be messing around. I have to get rid of this battleship in quick order. Only have 3 planes to do it in. I might have time to go back and get a torpedo. We'll have to see. Still marginally ahead. That looks like a good lineup. 2 bomb hits. And you can see I have to go back for the torpedo bombers. So hopefully these torpedo bombers will do it. I'm less than a minute at this point, so it really is go time. It has to happen now or not at all. I do have 5 torpedo planes though, so that's looking good for me. This looks like a pretty good lineup. And this looks like a sure hit. 2 good hits and a destruction. That is awesome. Over 60,000 in damage. 27 seconds left, 25 seconds left. It really looks like we will win the game. That is great. This is only my 2nd match in the Rhein. I really didn't expect this would happen, but there you go. That's how this game goes. There's the Mars face. I guess I never noticed that before, but okay. Well, the battle's ended. We did win. 94,000 credits, 60,000 damage. Look at all those green completed milestones. Only finished in second place, so there you go. Aircraft carriers continue to struggle as far as being high on the leaderboard. And look at all these milestones and missions we completed here. So 35,000, 40,000 damage for the German carrier commander milestone. And this is only my second battle, so 3 destroyed ships in 2 battles, 2 wins. I won both the battles in AI and here in Standard. So things are looking up for the Rhein and the German aircraft carriers. This is the Jaguar, and I'll see you on the high seas. Thanks for watching. Hit subscribe if you like it.